It's part two of the 6 basic rules of effective advertising. The first half was all about the offer, that we need to make an offer, that we need to create urgency, and that we need to give clear, concise instructions to the consumer on how to take advantage of the offer. The second half, a lot of the onus is going to be on us as the dealer body. The fourth rule of effective advertising is tracking. Our whole mission in life is to turn advertising into profit. Now, you're going to get some pushback from media reps, from digital agencies talking about engagement, impressions, click-through rates, all these other different kinds of metrics. Now, you may agree that some of them are relevant, but I'd submit to you that the only thing you care about are sold units. After that, maybe phone calls and leads. Much beyond that, I don't know that we're sitting here getting excited about Google conversion goals. Somebody clicked on my directions. That may mean that they're coming here. I don't know whether or not they are. Obviously, there's some additional ways to track if they came into the showroom, things like that. Some fancy stuff, which is good, but we shouldn't rest everything on metrics. At the end of the day, your balance sheet tells you whether or not the engine is working. And this is going to help you to identify where there might be a misfire, whether the oil's a little bit low, does the air filter need to be changed? That's what these rules are supposed to do. So there must always be tracking. Number 5, this is 100% on us. Follow up. They see the cable ad. They see the billboard. They get the direct mail. They click on the Google keywords. It doesn't matter what they do. They call. If we're not getting their information, if we're not making them an offer, if we're not following up with them once they've inquired, we are 100% missing the boat. The average cost per lead is $52. If you get 1,000 leads, you presumably spent $52,000. Now, if you did an average job with these 1,000, you sold 100 to 120 cars. If you spent more than the $52,000 to get 1,000, well, then you have holes in your bucket. If you didn't sell 100 to 120, then you've got holes in your bucket. There's a lot of ways to identify where we're leaking out opportunities. This is one of the biggest ones right here. Is we just don't do a good enough job following up. So number 6 is the results rule. If your neighbor's kid comes over and offers to cut the grass for 20 bucks, and he doesn't cut the grass, would you give him the $20? No, you wouldn't. This comes all the way back to this one. You came to an agreement at the beginning of the month, the beginning of a relationship. What is success going to look like? If we don't get success, then what is the ramification? We can't just continue to pay the neighborhood kid 20 bucks if he doesn't cut the grass. Just like you can't continue to spend money if the results aren't there. It feels slow is only a measure of your lack of a results rule. All too often, I've heard that on both the vendor and being, and sitting in the seat as the BDC director and the marketing manager. It feels slow. It's not a measure of anything. Seasonality is a real thing. There's a reason that the OEM spends money in certain months and doesn't in others. They have the research to back it up. Reach out to your OEM, find out what that benchmark is for your brand, for the region, come up with a results rule. Tracking, follow-up results rule. That's the second half to the 6 basics of effective marketing.